Welcome back, friends. I hope you enjoyed part one. And as promised, we're going to start off with the midstream, if you will, with part two now. Okay? And so now we're getting into the thick of things. We're going to go into more detail now in this particular second half as it relates to what particular drink are we going to put in, a magical drink we're putting together in terms of a cold preparation for the summertime. And you're not going to be let down, or we don't let we're not known to let you down with our products. That you can trust and believe that. So we're going to also start including more testimonies in upcoming videos. Probably include one or two at the end of each video before signing off. So I hope you enjoyed part one. And again, I apologize. We had to cut the video in half. We overran. We just got so carried away there. And so we had to go in and snip it and so forth. So this video will begin midstream in unison with the previous part, okay? So thank you, tea heads, my distinguished family of tea drinkers. And please, with your spot of tea in hand, please proceed to enjoy part two. Thank you again. And here's to your health. Oh, I'll tell you, that never gets old. And then I'll see you again soon, okay? And always remember, take care of yourself and like and subscribe. Thank you. And I love you.
Absolutely. There you have it. So then the purples round up the purples, it'll give you a nice sense of calmness as well, okay? Mm-hmm. And so again, I want to reiterate, it's important that you eat equal amounts of every color that you have here, okay? And we'll go into more examples of what other foods and that you can eat as it relates to what foods belongs to each of these color groups and so forth, okay? Mm-hmm. And we can also describe the importance of eating a well-balanced diet. Very important.
Exactly. So what I want to address real quick, there's a little extra tip, if you will, of eating, like Dr. Thomas said, eating more fruits, eating more vegetables, organic if possible. Organic is better if you can, and if you can, members and love family or loved ones. Exercise, doing like aerobics, if you can, for about 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, if you can. Any type of exercise will help with the process of you having a better health, okay? If you can, anything, we must stretch and work on our body as much as possible. I know we're busy all throughout the day, but we must try to do something. If it's just jumping jacks, if it's just some running in place, if it's just doing some squats, or whatever it might be to help your legs out, anything will help. Also, that will help with your body functions and mental cognitive thinking. We can go into detail later on another episode how this goes in detail to really, we can elaborate more to how it helps, but trust and believe. We will not lie to you. It will help. And remember, we do find any way we can to make it easier for you to purchase this herbal elixir tea, organic. Remember, we do deliver. We also, if you're out of state, we also can ship it over to you overnight, depending on how bad the emergency is for you to get healthier. We also need, if you need more relief, everyday mental and physical problems, we have the right answer for you. Michigan Natural Living is the best choice for you. For those who want to get away from artificial pharmaceutical medicine, or just want to be naturally healthy, you must love yourself first, okay?
Absolutely.
You must love yourself first.
That's where it begins and that's where it ends in my book.
Yes, definitely, sir. Definitely, Dr. Thomas, most likely. You're absolutely right. And you must see yourself feel better. You must believe that that you want to feel better in your life. You must know that you want a change for the better in your life.
I think those are words to live by.
I think so. I know they are. We believe in this faithfully because we did our studying, and as professionals, we do our homework.
Because I have my family. They certainly we didn't know a lot of things, and so I come from humble beginnings, and typically without knowing that, the lack of that will be words to die by if you don't know.
Right.
Right?
Literally.
Quite frank, right? But thank goodness that we have someone on team here that's knowledgeable in those particular areas. And we'll be adding particularly more experts in the future to our staff here at Michigan's Natural Living.
Yes.
As a means to provide uncut, unfiltered, unbiased information as a means to increase your overall quality of life.
Yes.
Okay?
Most definitely.
All right. So, hey, you know, the weather's getting warmer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now we need to get you in shape for the summertime, family. You know, we gotta, you know, for the lack of a better word,
Yeah.
woo, this rhubarb really bites.
They do.
Oh,
I feel the tingling right now.
You feel it
Going
as
all in
well?
it's going in my shoulders, my arms. I can't wait till they taste this tea.
I know, right?
I can't wait.
I must say, family, Mr. White's looking quite spiffy today.
Thank you,
So,
Mr. Dr. Thomas.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
I like the tie. The hat is sharp, and the tie is smoking.
Oh man. It's almost like a summertime at a barbecue with the smoke on the grill. Stop playing, Dr. Thomas. It's not even summer yet, but you have a great idea of getting them ready for the summer, because a lot of people definitely want to feel better and look better for the
So
summer.
we're going to go into the feature presentation now, okay? And so I want, as promised before in the previous videos, we need to get you there for the summer. We have actually cold veggie drinks that we're going to serve.
Wow.
Now we're going to start with 1 or 2 varieties, maybe 3, depending on the ingredients as they become available. Remember, these are very highly sought after ingredients, high quality ingredients. So which aids in penetration and activation and longevity. See. And onset of action and so forth.
Yeah.
So I have to, as they become more available, I'll add to the product line. So starting off with our first power juice variety. Now this is going to come with the 8 veggie, we're going to call it the Very Veggie Green Machine Energy Anti-Aging Elixir.
Oh, aging elixir.
Now there's no fountain of youth. But if I were you, I'll bet on the next best thing, and that's this particular Very Veggie Green Machine Power Punch.
Yes,
See.
definitely.
I know I would, and I have,
Right.
and it's paid off handsomely.
Yes.
See, I don't take any medication. So, moreover, I want you to share our common path here as we've laid out as it relates to our applying what we know and what we're teaching you in terms of how we're practicing what we preach as a benefit and as laying out the foundation for you to follow as well. As a means to get you off of this here, pharmaceutical grade medication, see, which hasn't gotten you anywhere. See, I work in the field every day for years, and all I do is pass this out to customers. They come back day in and day night, day in and day out, with the same complaints. The pain has traveled from the shoulder to the back. They say the medicine must be working because this is my back now. It must be something new. No, you're tricking yourself and you're fooling yourself. See, you can't fool the body.
Did you tell
So
them?
you can fool the head, but you can't fool Mother Nature. Do you know what's functions in your body that you can't control? See, and so you can, So I'll just leave it at that. You can fool me, So you can.
Don't go too hard. Don't go
I don't want to go too hard to take,
Thomas.
Mr. White. I'm trying
You
not
might
to.
blow their head off with this.
I don't know. This rhubarb, I'm going to pour out the rhubarb out.
We got some information for you that might blow y'all socks off. But
Right.
I hope Dr. Thomas is led to you real easy and nice.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to use measured words, if you will, due to the restrictions on this channel. At any rate, so moving right along. So you may be wondering, what 8 veggies will I get? And if I purchase this very veggie green machine power anti-aging elixir. Well, let's go through it real quick, shall we? First, we have kale, which is a greenhouse powerhouse particular variety. Very powerful. It has very powerful known cleansing properties. Helps has a series of vitamin K, vitamin C and A, and so forth. It helps maintain a cleansing effect that's unparalleled. It stands alone, and it stands on its own reputation in that regard. See, and that's just part one. Next up, we have arugula. Okay, arugula is a pretty, somewhat unknown green leafy vegetables to most, but particularly it's considered nicknamed by some as the garden rocket.
The garden rocket?
If you blast off, you may mimic Dorothy from the Wizard of Oz. And you may think you're not in Kansas anymore.
Right. You blast off, you might go past the stars, find yourself in another planet.
Right, in a good way. So because it gets that name because it has a peppery, kind of a hot, spicy taste to it. And so thus rocket, you take off, your benefit from the internal condition takes off, your metabolism takes off, the skin is flushed due to the heat and increased cleansing of the skin and the pores and so forth, takes off and so forth. You're passing, you're using the bathroom well, you're that way as well, okay? So, and much more than that, okay? That's also in that blend. Moving on, we also have here alfalfa, which is a powerful, particularly herb that's used and has pretty necessary amino acids as a means to aid melanin.
Wow.
For our melanin individuals, yeah, it helps. We're often too often in this Western diet that we're not consuming veggies, particularly for those melanin individuals like ourselves.
Right, exactly.
So replenish. Don't worry. If you're confused, don't worry about how it sounds. Right. Just get your shine on and more of your glow on, and renew the brown. Right.
And that's why we get so many compliments on how our skin look and how we keep up with ourselves because of the different herbs that we know the secret to that we try to give to you.
Absolutely, hell yeah. So let's take it, run with it, and you won't be disappointed, okay? Alfalfa. Now, it is also an antioxidant powerhouse. Also, we have lemongrass, which is great for colds. It helps keeps things clean, flushing, keep things moving on the internal side. It works well with particularly alfalfa and also the arugula, as I mentioned before. And now we also have the celery, which is a powerful cleansing power. A lot of people don't know celery is very, very good for the body. Really helps the age.
Yes.
You know, so it's almost 80, 90%, 90 some odd percent water.
Wow.
So it aids in it gives you a profound degree of hydration.
I was just about to say that it had to.
Many in this society currently nowadays don't drink enough water. They're poorly hydrated. So purchase this particular veggie juice and you'll get more celery than you know what to do with it. Moving on, we have beet greens. A lot of people eat the beets, but they'll throw away the greens. The greens are all very powerful. We have to do a separate video just on beet greens alone.
Right.
Let's just go through all the products. It's loaded with vitamin A, vitamin C, loaded with a whole list of minerals. It's been used for medications and so forth, and different herbs and balms and things like that, and infusions for thousands of years.
Long time, very long time.
Very long time, as many of these other ingredients have been used as well. So moreover, you're going to get the benefits of profound, tight skin, balanced pH in the body, and so forth with the beet greens. Next up, we have my personal favorite, rhubarb root.
Oh my, that's the biggest one of them all. Rhubarb.
Take it easy, rhubarb. This is my show.
Man.
So there you go. So we got rhubarb. That plant, and that's a very hard, rigorous plant. It grows in very harsh environments. See, and so it'll pass that benefit on to you as well, and you'll become more resilient. The herbal benefits to rhubarb is endless. It's been used extensively in the ancient world. See, we don't have nothing but the best here for you. We want to give you the power that Mother Nature intended for you to have before we were hit in the head by our artificial lifestyle, right?
By the caveman.
That actually, right? So we have we want to get you off this and put you on this here, to be quite simple and quite frank, okay? Rhubarb aids in all kind of GI benefits, all kind of flushing and astringent properties. It's a profound neutralizer and collecting of it scavenges free radicals like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
See,
Yes.
and so very powerful. It's one of the key founding herbs, particularly tubers, roots, and so forth, that I would put in this for any formulation that's of any variety or any value. Got to have the rhubarb in it,
Man.
in my opinion.
Ooh.
It adds a sweet taste to it as well.
When Dr. Thomas showed me the information about the rhubarb, I'm telling you, family, loved ones, you don't believe us, do the research. It's the most spectacular herb that we put in our tea. It does so many different things, like Mr. Dr. Thomas said. So definitely look it up. Anything we say on this show, don't believe us, look it up. If you think we might be just giving extra information, look it up. If you think we might just be pulling your leg, look it up.
Absolutely.
Look at our testimonies.
Right.
Look it up.
Rhubarb also helps curb diarrhea, prevents it. Also helps with stomach pain, abdominal pain, and so forth, and just enhances hydration. You know, so and which aids for easier bowel movements, right? And the list is endless. So you're gonna get an all-around benefit with this particular 8 veggie power green machine, right? The very veggie power green machine, which is when you clean that area of the body out and all over, as what the other veggies do, then you'll get this all-around anti-aging effect that will trick and confuse your closest friends and family. See,
amazing,
amazing indeed, amazing indeed. So I want to, and with that being said, I want to reiterate that we do offer herbal consultations. We've had 3 so far, and they were very extensive, and we had a great time in the process sharing information with the family. And I really get off on that, you know. And we also, as a pharmacist, I'm also qualified to offer medication therapy management consultations, or CMRs, and so comprehensive medication therapy regimens, reviews, and so forth. So if you're taking secular medication, like this here, right? If you're taking so many, you're not sure if they're working for you, if they're duplicating the medication on you, come consult with me, okay? And we'll help give you a clear path and some insight, professional pharmaceutical insight, that you may benefit from, and that could potentially save you some potential degree of experiencing side effects that you may or may not be aware of.
Ooh, we hate them side effects.
So how priceless is that? See, well, we offer that for $19.99 and so forth, and so we offer the consultation for $19.99 for 30-minute consultation. And usually takes more than about 15 minutes to get to the point and figure out what we need to do. Okay, so I want to make sure we reiterate that's available as well. Also, for those who bought the teas, we're going to go more into how to use our teas. We're getting feedback in terms of the customers wanting more detail on like how they use it and so forth. And so we're going to also add that you can take the contents out and pour it into the loose formulation and use it that way as well. The loose tea will offer, the loose form, emptying the bag in your water, will offer a more higher release, if you will, as the herbs are able to freely float around and so forth, and thus aid in increased release. And so that's wrapping it up. I want to let you know, as a means of giving you a preview of what's coming up in our next episode.
Yes.
We're going to talk about the fruit juices that's going to complement our veggie juice that we just covered in this episode. Okay, we're going to go into that next video as well. And we're going to deal with customer questions. We have a lot of questions, a lot of interesting questions, which is good.
Yes, we love the questions.
Oh, we're going to have a blast on that episode.
Wait for that episode.
It's going to be have a good time.
We're going to turn up some more for y'all, too. But we just got to get some stuff out the way, some information that y'all need to know.
Absolutely. We're going to detail customers' questions, and we're going to bring more written testimonials. We have more testimonials to produce and show you guys. Excuse me. And also, in the future, I'll be showing you how me and my other partner, who's a farmer, local farmer, he has a whole aisle full of on his property of ginkgo trees, and so I'll be taking footage and be pulling fresh ginkgo leaves off of the tree to be placed in these teas and veggie elixirs.
Oh,
see,
man.
Where can you get fresh ginkgo leaves plucked off the tree on camera?
And I think you stated earlier that ginkgo leaves actually help you with panic attacks.
Yes.
I think you did speak on that. So we were talking about panic attacks, and ginkgo leaves just happened to be spoken about again. So to piggyback on that, ginkgo leaves actually does a lot for panic attacks. Oh, yeah. So they would love that. They would love to see that.
Absolutely. Just show me the list of, that's one of the most powerful, that's one of the flagship herbs from the ancient world. Many ancient civilizations, particularly the Chinese and Japanese, were very versed in the medicinal properties of that particular plant.
Absolutely.
Okay, and you have the American ginseng of ginkgo and so forth, but we're mainly dealing with the Asian variety, which is the most popular. That's the most studied variety. Okay.
Yes.
Next, we're going to talk about our next episode, the issues with tap water. We advise against using that with our products. We'll go into the rationales of what that's all about. We'll also go into what some people are getting questions about microwaves. Can we use microwaves? I would be advised against that. We're going to go into the rationales for that as well in the next video. And we're going to talk about the importance also, the purpose of brown tea bags and so forth, and how we have that option here for the customers as well as to take advantage of. Our tea bags are made from wood pulp. See, and so wood attracts water, which helps infuse the tea herbs in the bag with more water, thus aiding your release in your tea and to enhance your benefit where it means the most, okay? And getting you more herb absorption for your buck.
Oh, yes.
Okay? We'll talk about that more in detail. And next we're going to talk about also going to our Sleepy Time tea formulation. We're getting a lot of requests for to put together a Sleepy Time tea. So we're going to definitely put a profound powerhouse Sleepy, knock your socks off, Sleepy Time tea.
Right, knock the socks off and knock your head off to sleep. So we're gonna make sure we get y'all some help with those problems with sleeping. Yeah.
Absolutely, oh yeah. And when we get through with that particular formulation, it's going to be lights out in Georgia, to say the least. That's putting it mildly, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to wrap it up at this time. We've come to the end of another beautiful episode, and it's been such a joy talking with you all. I want to thank you for joining us today, okay? And moreover, I want you to continue to take care of yourself. I want you to always, give yourself a chance to recover, get you some rest. Take Mr. White's advice. Also, get you some exercise, right? Take a load off, and you'll be surprised once you complete the process of taking care of yourself and add in our teas to it to help complement those efforts. You'll be surprised how well you will look and feel about yourself, and how others will tell you how good you look as well. See, and that's what it's all about. So don't forget to like and subscribe, please. And we've missed you. We always miss you, our viewers, our beloved family, as we wrap up each episode. And until next time, friends, take care of yourself and be good to others. Okay? And always remember, there's no wrong time
For spotted tea.
Thank you, friends. And here's to you, to your health and happiness.
Have a good day. Have a good night.
Have a good one. Bye-bye. We'll see you next time.